Imagine losing your strength, energy, and passion, not from age, but from what you eat. That's the hidden truth men over 40 rarely hear. What we eat builds, or breaks, the foundation of our future. And for men over 40, the wrong diet can be the difference between a sharp, energetic life or a slow decline. Turning 40 often feels like crossing an invisible line. For many men, it begins subtly: a little less energy, slower recovery after exercise, unexpected weight gain, or changes in mood. At first, these shifts are brushed aside as just getting older. But beneath the surface, something more specific is happening. Testosterone, the hormone that fuels strength, vitality, and even confidence, starts to decline gradually. What most men don't realize is that diet, more than genetics or even exercise, can either accelerate this drop or slow it down. Studies have shown that men who make conscious food choices maintain stronger hormone levels well into later life. Yet, ignoring nutrition often leads to fatigue, reduced muscle mass, and even risks of chronic illness. This isn't about vanity, it's about preserving quality of life. The foods we eat every day quietly send signals to our hormones, shaping metabolism, energy, and resilience. If the wrong choices dominate your plate, the consequences go far beyond the waistline. They reach into your sleep, motivation, and even long-term health. That's why understanding diet patterns after 40 is more than a lifestyle tweak, it's survival for your vitality. And to see just how powerful diet can be, we need to first uncover the connection between testosterone and overall health. So let's dive deeper into why testosterone matters so much, and how it ties directly into the foods we eat. When most people hear testosterone, they picture muscles, gym routines, or male strength. But the truth is, testosterone is the silent engine driving far more than physical appearance. It governs energy levels, mental clarity, bone strength, mood regulation, and even heart health. Low testosterone doesn't just mean struggling in the gym, it can mean struggling to focus at work, feeling less motivated in daily life, and even higher risks of cardiovascular disease. For men over 40, the decline in testosterone is natural, but not inevitable in its severity. What accelerates the decline? Lifestyle choices. And diet sits at the center. For example, research shows that diets high in processed sugars and refined carbs spike insulin levels, which over time disrupt hormonal balance. On the other hand, healthy fats, lean proteins, and balanced carbs help maintain the hormonal foundation men need for vitality. The link is so strong that doctors are now urging men to see food as a first line of defense in hormone health. Instead of chasing supplements or quick fixes, it's the daily plate that makes the biggest difference. Every bite either fuels testosterone or depletes it. And after 40, when the body becomes less forgiving, the impact of diet shows faster and hits harder. To understand how diet plays this crucial role, let's explore the best and worst foods for testosterone balance. Some foods act like slow poisons to male vitality, especially after 40. Refined carbohydrates, like white bread, pastries, and sugary snacks, cause blood sugar spikes that damage hormonal balance over time. Excessive alcohol consumption lowers testosterone by increasing cortisol, the stress hormone that competes for the same hormonal pathways. Then there are trans fats, commonly found in fried foods, margarine, and processed snacks, that not only harm heart health but also directly suppress testosterone production. Dairy and soy, while controversial, have been shown in some studies to affect hormone regulation, particularly when consumed in excess. Even seemingly harmless habits, like too much caffeine late in the day, can disrupt sleep, which in turn reduces testosterone production overnight. The damage isn't immediate, it's cumulative. And because these foods are part of daily diets, many men never connect them to fatigue, reduced drive, or declining strength. The tragedy is that what feels like aging often comes down to years of silent dietary sabotage. By removing or reducing these foods, many men see remarkable improvements in energy, sleep, and overall mood within weeks. It's not about living with restrictions, it's about trading short-term satisfaction for long-term vitality. The sooner these foods are limited, the stronger the foundation for the years ahead. But just as some foods drain testosterone, others act as powerful allies in keeping it strong. Let's look at the ones that fuel hormonal health. Food can be medicine, and when it comes to testosterone, the right nutrients can create a remarkable difference. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish, are critical, as testosterone is built from cholesterol and requires good fats to thrive. Lean proteins, from sources such as eggs, chicken, and grass-fed beef, supply the amino acids necessary for muscle repair and hormone synthesis. Complex carbohydrates, like oats, quinoa, and sweet potatoes, offer steady energy without spiking insulin. Micronutrients matter, too. Zinc, found in pumpkin seeds and shellfish, directly supports testosterone production. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is another key player, linked to higher hormone levels and improved mood. Men over 40 especially need to pay attention to these micronutrients, since deficiencies become more common with age. The synergy of these foods doesn't just support hormones, it helps men maintain lean muscle, sharper focus, and stronger cardiovascular health. Many men notice better sleep and faster recovery when adopting such a diet. The best part? These foods aren't exotic, they're accessible and enjoyable, forming a sustainable lifestyle rather than a temporary fix. By consistently fueling the body with these nutrients, testosterone levels stabilize, energy increases, and the risks of age-related decline diminish. It's not just what you eat, it's how and when you eat that shapes hormonal balance. Intermittent fasting, for example, has gained attention for its ability to improve insulin sensitivity and encourage natural testosterone production. Eating late at night, on the other hand, often disrupts sleep and reduces hormone repair cycles. Portion sizes also matter. Overeating, even with healthy foods, can lead to weight gain that suppresses testosterone. Consistency plays a role too. Men who stick to balanced, predictable eating patterns experience steadier energy and fewer hormonal dips compared to those with irregular habits. Another overlooked factor is hydration. Even mild dehydration can raise cortisol and blunt testosterone production. Beyond biology, eating patterns often reflect lifestyle balance. Men who eat mindfully, paying attention to timing and quality, usually build healthier long-term habits that preserve hormonal health well past 40. Think of it as rhythm, your body thrives on it, and your hormones respond to it. The link between diet, testosterone, and long-term health is undeniable. Men with lower testosterone are more likely to face conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Diet acts as the trigger point. Poor choices accelerate risks, while smart nutrition strengthens defenses. Long-term studies show that men who maintain balanced diets into their 40s and 50s not only preserve higher testosterone but also enjoy lower rates of depression and chronic illness. Hormones are deeply connected to longevity. They influence how resilient we remain against stress, how quickly we recover, and even how we age at the cellular level. A testosterone-supportive diet becomes more than a health choice, it's a future investment. Every healthy plate builds a buffer against disease, while every poor choice chips away at vitality. The power lies in consistency, not perfection. A man who builds sustainable eating habits now is more likely to maintain independence, strength, and confidence decades later. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about creating a future where age doesn't define decline. So, how do men take action today, without feeling overwhelmed? The answer lies in practical, daily steps. Information without action changes nothing. The key for men after 40 is to build a plan that feels realistic and sustainable. Start simple, swap refined carbs for whole grains, replace fried foods with grilled or baked options, and include a source of healthy fats in every meal. Prioritize protein and micronutrients by planning meals around lean meats, vegetables, and nuts. Consistency matters more than perfection. Small changes repeated daily transform health more than drastic diets that fade in weeks. Preparation is critical. Stocking the kitchen with supportive foods reduces temptation. And flexibility is vital. Allowing the occasional indulgence makes the lifestyle sustainable long-term. Pairing diet with light exercise, good sleep, and stress management multiplies the effect on testosterone and overall well-being. Most importantly, remember that this isn't about restriction, it's about empowerment. A man who learns to fuel his hormones through food takes control of his future. Age no longer dictates the narrative, choices do. With a strong, sustainable diet pattern, men over 40 can look forward to decades filled with energy, strength, and vitality. The journey to better health begins with a single plate. What will you choose to put on yours?